Hello. How's your day? Mine is doing right. Here we are on the shuttles. These shuttles should always be around the middle of the island in North Shore when needed. I guess there used to be a back to see. Speaking of back, I'm gonna be back here. This is what the shuttle looks like. Oh boy, I'm a little tall for this shuttle. I'm gonna say for that right now. I'm a little tall for this shuttle. But it does have adequate air. Turn it to you. We did close it where you keep rolling. You have the stop request button, the lighting on each side right here. But I don't know about outlets. I mean, you have the spot right there too. You got the footrest here. And you also got seatbelts for these seats. What do you hear? There's a police officer with the MFTA. Get the MFTA. Oh, it's jammed. Flush the gap. And then here's the bathroom. I don't think we're allowed to use the bathroom, but if we can, that'd be perfect. It's a little finicky. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think there's any outlets here. Not on this side. These buses don't have outlets, but they do have cameras. So that's a good thing. Unless my seat is the only one that doesn't have outlets. Oh no, there are others that don't have outlets. Unless they're up here. So yeah, unless you have a portable charger, don't count on some of these buses to have outlets. There's like the wheelchair entrance right there. And yes, this is the bathroom right here. And I'm guessing, like I said, this used to be a back view window. My food from Kennedy Fried Chicken, knockoff of KFC, not sponsored or either of them. And yeah, there's the police of the MTA Metropolitan Transportation Authority in their van. My chicken nuggies. Yay. Oh, there's also this here. We're on bus number 49425. Also, Bijou Mike brand merch. Not sponsored by Bijou Mike, but still. I don't know if I even got a great angle of it. None of a spotter to tell me if I had a great angle of it. Oh well. But these should have really been like one right here. Like these things. Oh, hold on. These things. Oh, no wonder I had it zoomed. You probably didn't see it right. Now you probably see it right. But these should have really been like one right here and one right here. Also, I just barely fit into this. Like, look at me right now and look how high, look how tall I am. Then that's just that. But then trying to stand up, I barely could stand. Yep, I barely could stand here. So, to TSA to people who are taller than me, you might not fit in specific buses that have higher, like that might have like higher, like what's it called? I'm not higher. I'm shorter length. So there's that. So we're about to start moving at any moment's notice. Or right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about these coach buses. Do have these kind of like tendency of having like a drawback kind of effect. The rest of the trains over there, not for the next 8 hours, they're not gonna have busing and trains. There's the MTA police right there. There's the Coach USA buses. And here's where we exit into here. It's funny because later when I get to North Shore Towers, I'm gonna record me on the QM6, another coach bus. So we're basically on a Prevost. I think this is a Prevost. If not, this is a Volvo. And then we're gonna go on an MCI or Prevost bus. And yes, it is spelled as Prevost, but in the phonetic sense, it's Prevost, as in how the French would say it, or at least Canadian French would say it. Prevost. And Americans, of course, calls it Prevost. That's how we think of. That's how we see it fit when it comes to spelling. Prevost. That's a little lesson for you right there. Go to Prevost's YouTube channel and they will say Prevost. They won't say Prevost, they will say Prevost. Most of them are kind of silent sound letters. Now, I wonder how close I am to a sex shop. Here's expressions. Essentially, it's a adult shop for sex toys, lingerie, and anything that'll make you horny and basically make you want to orgasm or come multiple times in bed, or anywhere really. Should I buy a vibrator or should I not? I don't care if it's for me or for someone else. I don't know. Oh. But as a TSA to anyone who has kids, if your kid is shoving things up their arse that they shouldn't, and yet it gets lodged up there into their arse, or at that point I said, and then it gets. I don't know why I kind of stuttered. That, and it happens more times than one, then essentially then your child basically, like say for example a carrot, a cucumber, or whatever, it doesn't have a base, so it won't go in the arse. So essentially what I'm trying to say here is the doctor might tell you to buy your child or your son or daughter a dildo or any sex device that can go up the arse. Because if it's never going to stop happening, like if they're never going to stop shoving things up their arse that they shouldn't, then you have to buy them a dildo. And you got to teach them properly how to wash it, how to take care of it and everything. And how much it would be fun to essentially put a plastic toy up your freaking arse. This way your child won't be sticking other random objects up there. If the basic dildo isn't fun enough for your child, you can buy different types of dildos. There's a ton of them. Your son could be gay and love anal. I mean, hey, it's what he is. If he's gay or bisexual, like me, I'm bisexual. So of course I through what was it called? I think it was Adam and Eve. I bought a dildo through Adam and Eve. Yeah, their website, and I've been using it like periodically. And it does feel good. You will have burning sensations, especially with bigger dicks. You might, or dildos, you might actually end up seeing some blood coming out of your anus, but that's natural because your rectum is essentially expanding, and it's probably not used to getting unusual things shoved up its arse. So there's that little tidbit for parents whose children keep shoving things up their arse that they shouldn't. Anyways, we're in Garden City now. I just know I'm supposed to counter that press on Central Garden City. After that, it's Nassau Boulevard, and then it's Stewart Manor. And when we get to Stewart Manor, well, Stewart Manor is on New Hyde Park Avenue, so then we'll get to the N25 bus stop. Man, these chicken nuggies taste so good. Alright, now we're going into 6th Street. Because this is where the railroad is, so now we're getting into 6th Street. Here's the what's it called? Here's the U.S. Postal Service, or USPS. Not to be confused with UPS, which is the United Postal Service. They're two completely different companies. So here's Garden City. These houses are great, but mostly white people live here. But because they live in the middle of the island, they're an exception to the snobbiness. They're an exception. So they don't really count because they're not on the South Shore, but I digress. Alright, here are the chips. Yep. Chips. I mean, I don't really taste too much. It's still a potato, but chips. And crisps, or the chips you so Americans like to call it. In Great Britain and other places, fries are called chips, and chips are called crisps. I've been to a lot of places where they sell food, and I said that to a lot of people, and they're like, huh? What? What the hell are you saying? Yeah, it's mostly either A, they've been in the country, and only in the country, they don't know what other places call their things, or B, they are completely, not incompetent, but they are, how should I say this, nation illiterate, or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Village of Garden City. Here's the station. Look at that. Hi guys, right on the other side of that sign. But dude, if you're waiting for a train, they ain't coming. Unless that is one of the MTA employees, then okay, I can understand. The bus is right here. Up, he's starting to realize. Yep, he realized, yep. Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you're waiting for a train, you ain't getting another train for the next 8 hours. So, yeah. You're lucky you just looked up your freaking... Like, how long have you been waiting for a freaking train, only to be told there's going to be bus service instead? I mean, at least there is bus service in Hempstead branch, but they don't give bus service much to the middle of the island. Middle of the island, I should really be saying. The mainline branch. Or Oyster Bay, or Port Washington. They don't. For some reason, but they always give it to the freaking South Shore. Because snobs. Unlike Gogo Supertoe, he says because reasons. I say because snobs. Here's their I think utility van. Yeah, utility van. We've got more people on the bus now. Left now. Either that or we're gonna make a right. I think we're gonna make a right actually. Yeah, we're gonna make a right. I was gonna say left so we can make that right on that street, but no, we're gonna make a left. And these buses are huge, so they gotta be extra careful when they're turning. And these are the types of buses that can't be on parkways. Just 4 years ago, there was a group of students who was on a coach bus, possibly kind of like this one, but it was from a company, private charter company from New York, Jersey. The driver, however, being from Pennsylvania, never knew about the Parkway versus Expressways situation in New York State, as I will call it from here on out, and thought that the parkways are just like the normal highways, like in their state. But that's not true. Parkways cannot handle commercial traffic or well, they prohibit commercial traffic because back in the 1900s, when cars were around and when roads were being made for cars, parkways were only really meant for these types of vehicles that you see passing by me right now. And when buses and trucks and commercial vehicles started coming into fray, they couldn't be able to get on the parkways because either the bridges are too low, the roads are too narrow, or the roads are too narrow. There's too many bendings and turns and stuff like that, and a cavalcade of other issues. And that's why expressways and interstates were made, and state highways as well as New York, as well as state routes. Until expressways were around to mitigate that issue as well. But by exit 18 at Eagle Avenue before entering Peninsula Boulevard, which goes from Rockville Center to Hempstead. Okay, really, it goes from Hempstead to Far Rockaway technically, but it ends at Lawrence. I digress. We're also gonna make a right here. I know where we're going. Never mind, I don't know where we're going. Actually, I still know where we're going. We're going on to New Hyde Park Road. No, actually, Nassau Boulevard. Like I said, what happened that 4 years ago when a group of high school students between 10th to 12th graders, 15 to 18-year-olds, as I'll be saying, actually 14 to 18-year-olds, they came out of a plane from JFK Airport from a European trip, got on a coach bus, and what this driver didn't realize is that he was supposed to be taking I-678 to the I-495 expressway, LIE, Long Island Expressway, to get to Walt Whitman Mall. Walt Whitman Mall. All of the three parkways, Northern, Southern, and even the expressway, LIE, are all south of Walt Whitman Mall. And you can also search this up on YouTube too about the Southern State Parkway bus crash or something like that. But that company and that driver is lucky none of those students or chaperones died. It went as far as serious injuries. And that's why commercial vehicles can't go on the expressways. And it's not even the driver's fault. Like 95 to 96% of the time, it's not the driver's fault. The driver's fault, 5% it is. It's not much the driver's fault because the driver didn't know about the state's parkway rules, or like they can't go on the parkways. Also, here's Nassau Boulevard. Yeah, we gotta go here because the station is a little further than what it really is. We're gonna go on Beef Wellington Boulevard. Or Road, sorry. We gotta go on Beef Wellington Road. So yeah, it went from scratches and bruises to serious injuries. But thank God none of those kids were killed or chaperones. This is why Google Maps, Apple Maps, and Waze are probably the worst. Those are probably the three worst apps you would ever want to have on your phone as a commercial or truck driver, because it only, when you're putting on your route, it only puts the route for passenger vehicles, not commercial vehicles. That's why it's not that great. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a commercial vehicle, if you're a passenger vehicle, it's great, you know, for those apps. But if you're a commercial vehicle, I recommend two map systems. One, Garmin, which is this bulky kind of map thing, which you could put your address and it will take you through New York, through the ways that trucks and buses are able to go in commercial vehicles without using parkways. There are some parkways in the state that do allow commercial vehicles, but I digress. It's probably up in the upstate area. And then you got the other one, which I use. It's called Truck Map, and you can download it on the App Store or in Google Play, where it does the same thing as Garmin, except you're able to basically put your destination even faster because, of course, you're using a phone, and it does the same exact thing. And unlike Garmin system says turn right, turn left, continue straight, take the exit. Truck Map It says, in 300 miles, take exit 124 towards County Route 74, Wellington Plaza. Kind of like Apple Maps or Google Maps and stuff like that. You see what I mean? So, yeah, that was 4 years ago. They built a new bridge on Eagle Avenue, but a little more higher, but not too high that trucks can still go through. Also, here's the country club, golf club area. Yep. I forgot to mention that I have the transit open and I have it set to go to Lake Success North Shore Towers, because I am doing this at the very start origin to the very end origin on both ways. These are delicious. But Kentucky Fried Chicken and Kennedy Fried Chicken are two different things. Kennedy Fried Chicken is basically a knockoff of KFC, but it's more so the Indy knockoff of the official. We should be getting close to New Hyde Park Road now. I think we'll get on. Chicken nugget fries combo. Chicken nugget chips combo. Delicious. This is New Hyde Park Road. Alright, here we are. Stewart Manor, New Hyde Park Road. It's right here. Yeah, it's definitely mine. If you guys find that disgusting, then you will never know what the hell I pick off the floor. Spoilers. It's water. Whoa, when I say water, I'm talking about stripper's fluid for cleaning the floors. Then I use a fluid vacuum to clean it up. But here we are. Here we are, New Hyde Park. Well, technically Stewart Manor, but on New Hyde Park Road. Sorry. And they also could just put these things up there, but I don't think that's gonna fit though. So I think keeping it with you should be okay. All right. Sure. Good. Yep. All right. Have a nice day. I will. Nice. Perfect. It's a Van Hool, Monmouth, coach bus. I think it's let me see, it's Rolling Trails. Yeah, I think it's like these ones, right? West Long Beach, Long Branch, New Jersey. Yeah, no transport next 8 hours. Whew. Oh, so this place has charging. Wait, let me see something. Charging? What do you mean charging? You gonna charge my arse? Oh, I think what this does is, this is in Stewart Manor Station by the Hempstead branch. This is charging, so if you put your phone on here, it charges your phone. So yeah, there's that. So now I gotta find the N25 bus stop and take it north to Great Neck. Now we're at New Hyde Park Road. Now I gotta take it north to Lakeville. I've gotta walk, unfortunately. But hey, here's that. I'm not even gonna tell you what I smell. Just know I smell something nice. At least, if you think about it in a sexual way, but still. If you don't think of it in a sexual way, it probably smells nasty. Nice. Oh, piss off phone. I think the sound happens here, but essentially, this one goes down for pedestrians, and this bigger one goes down for cars. Also, the bus ain't here yet. The bus stop going down to Lynbrook is over here. Where this person is. Oh no, there's no one there waiting. but it's right there. You can clearly see it marked. And on the other side of New Hyde Park Road, on Manor Road, I think that one's on, Plaza Road. That one's New Hyde Park Plaza. This one's New Hyde Park Manor. And the bus stop is right here on Manor for some reason. I don't know why they don't call it Plaza either. It's right here. Alright, there you go. My phone's dying and I'm gonna have to use my Go mobile app. Where is that? Peace. Where are the buses for the mainline MTA?